Imagine the sky splitting open. Two figures, glowing with power, rise above the clouds, one wreathed in cosmic light, the other burning with chaotic fury. Their eyes ignite, twin beams of destruction piercing through the air as the heavens tremble. Below them, the world watches, powerless, as energy collides in blinding flashes of light. This isn't a battle of heroes. It's not even a battle for justice. This is a fight for dominance. A duel between two beings who define power itself, Ikaris, the eternal forged by the Celestials, and Homelander, the self-proclaimed god of the boys' universe. Both can fly. Both can shoot lasers from their eyes. Both are nearly invincible. But beneath those similarities lies something far more fascinating, a difference that decides everything. Because one fights for control, and the other fights to be loved. One channels his strength with purpose, the other unleashes it through pride. So today, we ask one burning question. When these two godlike titans collide, when cosmic discipline meets unstable power, who truly wins? Let's break it down. The challenger, Homelander's reign of terror. In a world ruled by branding and propaganda, Homelander stands at the top, a symbol of perfection, patriotism, and power. To the people, he's untouchable, unstoppable, the shining savior of humanity. But behind that carefully crafted image lies a monster shaped by manipulation and fear. Homelander isn't a hero. He's a product, engineered in a lab, raised without love, and conditioned to believe the world exists to adore him. His powers are immense. Super strength that dwarfs any human. Speed that defies sound. Flight that turns him into a streak of blue and red through the skies. And of course, those devastating heat vision blasts that can melt steel, incinerate buildings, and erase enemies in seconds. In the world of the boys, there's no one who can stop him. But Homelander's true weakness isn't physical, it's psychological. His ego is his power source, and his fear is his downfall. Every act of dominance hides insecurity. Every smile masks rage. The more threatened he feels, the more uncontrollable he becomes. When he's worshipped, he's stable. When he's doubted, he's dangerous. He doesn't fight with strategy or patience, he fights with emotion. And emotion, no matter how powerful, eventually burns out. Homelander believes he's a god. But deep down, he's just a frightened child with unlimited strength and no restraint. Against a being like Ikaris, disciplined, ancient, and calm, his arrogance could be the very thing that destroys him. The contender, Ikaris' ancient might. Long before corporations and superheroes, before men could dream of touching the stars, there were the Eternals, immortal warriors created by the Celestials to guide and protect life on Earth. Among them, none embodied strength and loyalty more than Ikaris. His power doesn't come from science or human ambition, it comes from the cosmos itself. He channels raw energy from the universe, converting it into strength, speed, and devastating I-beams capable of splitting stone and shattering gods. Ikaris' greatest asset, however, isn't just power, it's control. His movements are deliberate, his strikes precise, his purpose unwavering. Where Homelander is ruled by emotion, Ikaris is guided by duty. For thousands of years, he's battled deviants, fought beside gods, and made sacrifices for the greater good. His body is powered by endless cosmic energy, allowing him to heal, endure, and fight indefinitely. But Ikaris, too, carries burden. His loyalty to the Celestials has sometimes forced him to make choices that defy human morality. Yet even in his conflict, he never loses focus. His discipline defines him. He doesn't need fame or applause, he only needs purpose. When compared to Homelander, Ikaris represents everything Homelander lacks: self-control, purpose, and experience. If Homelander's power is fire, Ikaris's is the sun, eternal, balanced, and impossible to extinguish. When titans collide, flight, lasers, and brute strength. Now imagine them meeting in battle, no rules, no spectators, just pure power unleashed. The air crackles as both take flight, sonic booms trailing behind them. Homelander strikes first, arrogance in his smirk, his eyes blazing with crimson fury. His laser beams tear through the clouds, slicing across the horizon. But before the heat can reach him, Ikaris counters, his own eyes ignite with radiant blue energy, cutting through Homelander's attack like sunlight through storm clouds. The shockwave is deafening. The sky lights up with gold and red energy, each blow shaking the atmosphere. Homelander charges, fists like meteors, slamming Ikaris through mountains. But Ikaris rises without hesitation, his cosmic aura glowing brighter. Every strike he lands is measured, every move calculated. Homelander's rage makes him fast, but reckless. Ikaris' focus makes him slower, but unstoppable. Homelander may outburst him in short bursts, but he burns out quickly. His stamina relies on adrenaline, while Ikaris' power draws from cosmic radiation, limitless and stable. In a long battle, Homelander weakens, his emotions betraying his strength. Ikaris, ever composed, endures, waiting, analyzing, and striking at the exact moment his opponent's fury turns to fatigue. Their lasers clash one final time, Homelander's wild, unstable heat vision against Ikaris' focused cosmic energy. The balance tips. Homelander's rage falters, his beams flicker. Ikaris' intensity doesn't. The explosion tears through the sky, blinding everything for miles. And when the light fades, only one remains standing. The X factors: mind, experience, and control. The true battle between Ikaris and Homelander isn't one of muscle, it's one of mind. Homelander is a creature of ego and emotion. His victories come from fear, his power from praise. The moment he faces someone he can't intimidate, his confidence begins to crumble. He's never faced an equal, never fought someone stronger, smarter, and calmer than him. Against Ikaris, that illusion shatters. Ikaris' experience stretches across millennia. He's fought cosmic beings, faced extinction-level threats, and survived the wrath of gods. His mind is a weapon honed by discipline, his strategy shaped by eons of war. He doesn't need validation, he doesn't fear defeat. That's what makes him deadly. Homelander fights to prove something. Ikaris fights to fulfill something. And that's a difference Homelander can never overcome. Even the environment favors Ikaris. In space, in sunlight, or in battlefields of chaos, he adapts. His cosmic energy regenerates him instantly. Homelander, despite his power, is still bound by biology. He can bleed, he can tire, and most importantly, he can panic. And when panic sets in, the god of the boys' universe becomes just another man with powers. In every measurable way, discipline, endurance, intelligence, and emotional control, Ikaris holds the edge. Homelander may start strong, but Ikaris finishes stronger. The verdict, the final result. The sky falls silent. The world below trembles. One man hovers above the clouds, victorious, the other lies defeated, his arrogance shattered. Homelander, once so certain of his supremacy, has been outmatched not by greater strength, but by greater control. His heat vision fades, his pride extinguished. Ikaris, glowing with cosmic light, watches him fall, not with hatred, but with purpose fulfilled. Homelander's downfall was inevitable. His power depended on chaos, his victories on fear. Ikaris' strength comes from order, from purpose, from the eternal balance of cosmic energy. One burns fast and bright, the other burns forever. In the end, emotion cannot defeat discipline. Rage cannot overcome focus. And chaos cannot conquer eternity. So who wins in this battle of flight, lasers, and brute strength? The answer is clear. Ikaris wins. Not because he's louder, not because he's crueler, but because he represents something Homelander could never understand: control, purpose, and peace through power. The eternal outlasts the unstable. The warrior defeats the weapon. The disciplined soldier of the Celestials triumphs over the false god of Vought. In this battle of gods, Ikaris stands tall, and Homelander falls. Final verdict, Ikaris defeats Homelander.